In this video, I'm gonna show you how to add more velocity to your fastball in 6 easy steps. Now, if you're all about gaining that velocity, go ahead and give me the thumbs up. If you think pitching accuracy is more important than velocity, go ahead and give me the thumbs down. I wonder which one. We're gonna have more thumbs up or more thumbs down on this video. Let's see, let's check it out. Now, no matter what you just gave me, thumbs up or thumbs down, go ahead and hit that subscribe button with that bell notification right next to it. And then leave me a comment below and let me know that you subscribed and ask me any baseball questions that you may have. All right, so for the 6 steps to increase your pitching velocity on your fastball, the first thing you got to do is set a goal. You have to want to increase your pitching velocity. So for those of you guys who hit that thumbs down and said pitching accuracy is the most important, you're really probably not going to gain that much pitching velocity. And if it's not a priority, then you're not gonna make it important. You know, it's not gonna be important to you, and you're not gonna put energy and effort into attaining that goal or even setting a goal to increase your pitching velocity. So if pitching velocity is important to you and you're trying to increase that, you need to set a goal. You need to sit down and put pen to paper and say, this is what I want to do. Now, we talked about SMART goals in some of my other videos. It's specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. It spells out SMART, okay? That's what you want to do. You want to have it be specific. You want it to be measurable. So give yourself a mile per hour that you're shooting for. If you're throwing 80 and you want to throw 85, say 85. Don't just say I want to increase my pitching velocity. Say I want to throw 87. You also want to make it attainable and realistic. If you're throwing 50 and you're saying you want to throw 90, that's probably not realistic in the short term, right? Also timely. You want to be timely with it. Say when? In 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, by the end of the season? What is it? That's a SMART goal, so set a SMART goal. Step number 2 to increasing pitching velocity on your fastball is going to have a plan to execute this goal. Now, you can set the goal, but if you don't have a plan to get there, you're never gonna get there. That's just like using a map, right? Looking at a map and saying, I wanna go to New York this summer. But if you don't know how to get there, if you don't have a plan to travel there, then you're never gonna get there. You have to have the roadmap. You have to have the plan to achieve your goal, okay? So what is the plan? The next few steps I'm gonna give you can be used in your plan to attain your goal. So step number 3 to increase the pitching velocity on your fastball is to train to get faster and more stable, okay? You wanna be a fast, explosive athlete. You don't see guys who are pitching fast being big, slow, sluggish guys like this, okay? Yeah, there's some big dudes that pitch really fast, but they're very explosive guys, okay? I think off the top of my head, like a CC Sabathia, he's a huge dude, but I guarantee you that dude could dunk and run fast and all this stuff. You have to be an explosive athlete to pitch fast. You have to train to pitch fast, and you have to train to be stable, because if you're unstable, you have instability in your body, that's when you can get hurt if you are moving fast. So train to be fast and train to be stable. Step 4 is to get on a throwing program that you could progress through. And what I mean by that is that you start slow and then build up over time. So it doesn't matter how far you're throwing, long toss, or it doesn't matter if you're throwing weighted balls or what weight balls you're trying to throw. Really, all that matters is you use this formula. You use the number of throws times the intensity of the throws, and you want to build that up over time, okay? So whether you're doing long toss to get the intensity out of the throws, that's fine. But you could do the same thing at 120 feet as you do at 300 feet, as long as you're putting in the same intensity that you're trying to get out for that number of throws that day. When you get that set, then you give yourself some rest and then progress. You're always trying to build upon that. Just like if you were in the gym, you wouldn't hop under the bench press and try to do 315 pounds the first time in the gym, right? You can't do it. You're gonna kill yourself. Same thing if you go out there and long toss and do extreme long toss, as much as you can the first day, your arm's gonna be hanging for a week. So you gotta start slow, build up over time. Intensity times the number of throws. Distance doesn't really matter, but can help you with intensity. Weighted balls don't really matter, but it can help you with intensity. So they can all work. Weighted balls, long toss, even staying closer than a normal long toss. A short long toss can work as long as you put the right intensity and number of throws and progress it over time with your goal in mind. Step number 5 is to fine tune your mechanics, because if your mechanics off, if your timing and your sequencing of the way you move during your pitching delivery is off, none of this matters, because you're probably gonna end up hurting yourself, right? If you're increasing your arm speed and the velocity at which you throw, but your mechanics are all out of whack, all you're doing is putting more stress on your shoulder and your elbow. So you want to make sure that your mechanics are fine-tuned and that you're moving down the mound in a proper way. You want to have good timing. You want to have good linear energy, good rotational energy, finish with good linear energy. You want to leverage these energies, okay? So you want to make sure that your mechanics are fine-tuned and that you're moving in a nice, fluid way that is very efficient and transfers your energy through your kinetic chain efficiently. I made a 12 video series about the power pitching mechanics, so if you're wondering about what the proper power pitching mechanics are, you can go ahead and click this and watch those 12 videos and that'll help answer your question. But for the 6th step, you've got to recover to grow. You have to give yourself some time to recover. Just like in the throwing program, we talked about giving yourself some time off, then progressing the throws. Same thing goes with your training. You got to give yourself a little bit of time off to grow. You have to focus on your recovery. After you pitch, you have to let your arm recover. You can't go out there and pitch off a mound every single day at max effort. You're gonna tear your arm apart, okay? So you have to build in a recovery routine. The main thing is that you find a routine that works for you, and then you make sure you stay on top of it and don't get lazy with your recovery routine. So those are the 6 steps to increase the pitching velocity on your fastball. I hope you guys like this. Don't forget to click the logo right here, and then the subscribe button is gonna pop up. Then after you do that, leave me a comment below letting me know that you subscribed, and then go check out this video over here because this is a good one. You're gonna wanna see it.